WGAM. In Manchester and southern New Hampshire, WGAM is the game.
Just let your soul go. Just let it shine through.
Welcome back, everybody, to the New England Golf Radio Show. And let your soul glow today. It's Sunday morning, and you gotta just let it shine through. Just let your soul. And if you don't know where this is from, you need to go find out because it's from a great movie.
Maybe the greatest movie of all
It's
time.
from an unbelievable
next to
movie.
Caddyshack.
Yeah, next to Caddyshack, which is one of our other favorites in here. We're back. We're having a blast here, and we want to thank Peter Loco for coming on. We just put up all his information on our Twitter as well as our Facebook. And if you're not following us on Twitter, WGAM, you need to get on there and follow us. If you're not a friend of us on Facebook, get on there and become a friend. You get all the information, all the updates, not only from our show, from a bunch of shows that we do here at WGAM. So if you're looking for that First Tee stuff, get on there. The link is there. You can check it out. The handicap stuff you can find through the First Tee organization. And let your soul glow next weekend, too. Get out there and support the United States. We're moving on now. We need to talk about this Players Championship that's going on right now, and it's panning out to be a really good one. Graham McDowell has made a couple birdies, 2 more birdies here. He's on 18 right now. He's minus 14. You got KJ Choi at minus 11, as I said earlier, in the clubhouse. David Toms is on 18 with Graham at 11 under, 3 back. So Graham has got the putter rolling this week. I know he did a bunch of work with his coach down in Orlando as far as his ball striking goes. That has finally gotten back to where he had it when he won that U.S. Open last year, and he feels really good about his game, feels really confident to be in contention. And when this guy gets put in pressure situations, he comes through. There's no question about it. You saw that in the Ryder Cup. You saw that in the U.S. Open. He is no stranger to pressure. He loves being in those situations and typically performs very, very well when he's in them. Let's move on to another guy that usually performs really well in pressure situations, and that's Tiger Woods. Withdrawing from this tournament after the front 9, after shooting a 42. A lot of talk about his injuries, a lot of talk about his left knee, a lot of different things swirling around this. And we got to give props to Chris, and I wasn't here last week, as I said, but he called Tiger's withdrawal last week, so we got to give him some props and some credit on that.
Thank you.
He knew that Tiger. Now, I'm not sure what the situation was. Been a lot of speculation about Tim Fincham's impact on Tiger or pressuring Tiger to come to the event and show up to drive the ratings up. We don't know if that's true. That's obviously been denied by the PGA Tour. Of course, they're not going to admit to making Tiger show up. Been a lot of talk about what Tiger was feeling coming into the week, all the reports that you heard. The knee's good, I'm good to go. You see him on the range with Sean Foley. He looks like he's feeling pretty good, looks like he's hitting the ball. Gets up on that first tee and just absolutely rips one dead left, almost out of bounds, and you know that Tiger was not feeling very good.
From the very first shot.
Yeah, from the very first shot of the tournament, he said the Achilles started to act up, which is a very serious thing. Then the knee started to act up as well, had to withdraw after 9 holes. Now, I got to believe if he shot a 31, he's going to stay in the tournament. He shot a 42. Duffed a couple of chip shots, which it's just not Tiger-like. And you could tell that he hasn't been hitting a golf ball. He hasn't been able to practice because of his physical condition. Now, a lot of people also talking about in the media, his left knee at impact. Is it his swing? Is it his new swing? Does it have to do with his swing in 2000, the way that he snaps that knee when he gets to the ball? And I think that has absolutely nothing to do with what's going on with his injuries.
Absolutely nothing?
Absolutely nothing. Every single time anybody swings a golf club, no matter how they swing it, their left knee is going to be impacted. I don't think it has anything to do with his injuries at all. I think what really has to do with his injuries is his body weight. The guy is just too big. His frame is absolutely huge. He's upwards about 195, 200 pounds. He's gotten too big to support walking around, running 9 miles a day, which he does because he's absolutely insane about his training regimen, which is a good thing. But when you're impacting that knee with 200 pounds running out there on the pavement of the treadmill every single day, it's going to cause some issues. There's been some rumors that back when he won the U.S. Open and had that initial knee injury, that doctors suggested he get his body weight down to about 175, 180. Tiger being who he is and what he does, ignores the doctors, goes right back to the weight room, gets in there hard, and gets himself back up to 195. So as I said a couple weeks ago, Tiger, get out of the weight room. Take some pressure off that knee by getting a little bit skinnier. You know that speed creates distance in the golf swing, and he can still create that no matter what weight he is. So he definitely needs to do that moving forward to see Tiger come back. And the question is he done? Is he going to play again this year, Chris? You're on point with this. You knew he was going to withdraw this week. So what's the deal? Is he playing anymore this year? Is he done? Can we count on him to break Jack's record of 18 major championships?
I don't know if we can do that anymore. I really don't. I mean, when it starts to become physical breakdowns like this, when a golfer gets older, you fall out of contention. I mean, it happens in every season. We saw it with the Celtics. I mean, they were the best team for 2 years, and now they're getting old. I mean, that's what happens. Tiger will go down probably as one of the greatest ever, if not the greatest. He probably won't catch that though. I just don't. I mean, it's the more these little things keep popping up. And this is the Players. This isn't a big turn. You know what I mean? This is like the 5th major, I guess.
Right.
Kinda. But it's not really. I mean, it's never going to have the prestige of these other ones.
It doesn't have the prestige of the majors. And for Tiger to show up and try to play, I commend him for that. At the same time, I think you're right. The more and more incidents that happen, the more and more likely it is that he's going to keep falling and have struggle to regain his game and struggle to get to that level where he was. Now, I do think that Tiger will win this year. I don't know where it'll be. I don't know if it'll be a major championship, but I do think he will win this year. And if he would listen to the show and take our advice and get out of the weight room and start getting a little more flexible and lose a little bit of weight, I think he's well on his way to another victory. And then once he gets that first win out of the way, I think he'll have a chance to compete for that record again. Okay, we got 2 minutes left. We got so much more stuff to talk about. The TPC at Sawgrass, as we said, a lot of drama going on down there. An unbelievable course. It's a stadium course, one of the most spectacular places to go view a golf tournament. If you watch it on TV in HD like we're doing right now, you can see how beautiful it is, how many spectator areas there are down there to go watch this golf tournament. It's a place that I'd love to go watch a golf tournament, a place that everybody should try to go watch one because it's the Players, as Chris mentioned, alluded to as the 5th major. A lot of big-time talent shows up at this tournament. It's a great place to watch it. Now, what I want to talk about is the finish to this tournament. 16, 17, 18. 16 a reachable par 5. Great drama can happen there. Guys can get there in 2. It's just over 500 yards for them. That's almost a par 4 on some courses.
Yeah.
And they have the ability to make eagle there. Then you go to 17, and 17 is what everybody talks about. 146-yard par 3, completely surrounded by water, the island green. You see a bunch of balls get hit in the water there. You saw a couple of years ago, Sergio Garcia hit a great shot there in a playoff with Paul Goidos, who hit it in the water. It's just an unbelievable place to watch these players, who are the best players in the world, be put under an immense amount of pressure with tons and tons of people watching around that green and able to see the 16th green as well as the 17th tee. And it provides a great spectator perspective for golf. And it's unbelievable. And I can't wait to see what's going to play out this Sunday, right? Today, as to how these guys are going to handle this pressure. Then they go to 18, one of the hardest par 4s on the PGA Tour, about 475 yards, and you have to place it properly. Control is the key there. I remember Hendrik Stenson a few years ago hit a great tee shot there, ended up winning the golf tournament, and it's just a place where you want to see these guys in pressure situations. Hopefully somebody will make a few birdies as the afternoon progresses, get caught up with Graham McDowell, who's in the lead right now, and then we'll see how that drama plays out. Now, if we got to make a pick on who's going to win this thing, I know we got the advantage of kind of watching it. We got the leaderboard up in front of us. We got Graham at -12 now. He made a bogey, he made a double bogey at 18, so he's back down to -12. You got KJ at -11, David Toms at -11, a couple of other guys in the mix. Chris, who are you going with?
Where's my boy Nick Watney at right now?
Nick Watney's at -9. He is done. His third round is over. He'll be back out this afternoon. You got Steve Stricker in the mix, who's got the putter rolling as he always does at -9. Luke Donald, possible world number 1 at -9. And then our guy, Aaron Badley, who was born in my hometown, Lebanon, New Hampshire, they promptly moved to Australia afterwards, is -9 as well. So who are you taking to win this thing? Your boy KJ is up there.
KJ, I almost looked really smart with KJ last week, but I think I'm gonna stick with Nick Watney this week. I think he's gonna have a very, very strong afternoon. And if he's related to Heidi Watney, that's good enough for me.
That's a great. I like that. I like that theory. He's going to go with Nick Watney, who's 3 back right now. I'm going to go with somebody that I didn't mention, but who's in the mix. Davis Love III at 9
that's a
under,
good
a
pick.
veteran guy. He's on his way up right now. He likes this golf course. It plays to his strengths. He hits it pretty far, but you don't have to be an absolute bomber to win. So I'm taking Davis Love to take this thing down. We got the music playing already, which is just crazy to me. I want to stay on for another
Flies right by.
3 or 4 hours today. That would be great. We have so much stuff to talk about. So next week, we'll be back. We'll recap this Players Championship. If you're out there and you're depressed by the rain, just take a look at what's going down at TPC Sawgrass because the weather is unbelievable. It'll brighten up your day, that's for sure. We'll also maybe talk to one of our fitness guys again, Brandon Smith from the International. So make sure you tune in next week, same time, 10 a.m. Thanks for listening.
Can make the difference? One realtor solves that problem and takes the stress out of selling a home. Randy Termel with Keller Williams. Randy makes it easy. You sit down with him, determine a price and a deadline you agree on, and if he can't sell your home on time, he buys it. I met with Randy. This program is real. 90% of buyers start their search online. Being in the front of the line when buyers start shopping is critical, and Randy spends more marketing dollars than any other realtor in Nashua and makes sure you're positioned in all the right places. This creates demand and helps his homes, your home, sell for the most amount of money possible. Working with Randy is risk-free, and if you're not happy, you can fire him